This first tattoo is a tattoo. Now, it's really different than my personal style. And I like this tattoo because of the fact that a lot of artists get stuck in one style.
Okay.
And that's fine because it's what you're comfortable with. It's what you like and you know, how you're driven to create.
And push yourself.
For me, I definitely have a specific style, but I like to be open to everything, you know, because that makes it more exciting for me, not so boring, and I want to be different, and I want my pieces to look different. So this client, he came and wanted a he really liked the rocks tattoo.
Oh, that looks familiar. Okay.
So let's take a look. That's a side view. This is the back view of the tattoo, and then here's the front view. And I'm sure you guys are going to
oh yeah.
Right? I
yes.
mean, how's that look to you? Look like the rocks tattoo?
Is that something that artists should do or should?
Well, this is a good reason why I want to highlight this tattoo.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember posting this when I first started this piece. Because I believe it's like 4 sessions already, and it's finally complete. But when I first posted it, someone, you know, said, looks familiar, question mark, you know, like, hey, you're copying someone, right?
Yeah.
And let's talk about it. You know, that I want to just
put it on the table.
Openly talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. When you look at that tattoo, it looks like the rocks. And to let you know, when he came in, I mean, he didn't say, I want the rocks tattoo. He said he likes the rocks tattoo.
Okay.
Okay, so it's different.
I see that.
Now, for me, I like to ask questions like, what do you like about the rocks tattoo? And then we get into design. I like the bold lines. I like the chest, that sunburst pattern. I want, you know, I like that there's rays coming out. I mean, we go into specifics. So here is a picture of his, like, all the views at once. And this just shows you a good idea of his tattoo. And again, it's inspired by the rocks tattoo.
Okay.
And just to refresh everyone's memory, because I know a lot of people don't know who the rock is. So this is what the rocks tattoo looks like. Okay, so that's kind of a good front, side, and back view of the rocks tattoo. So to compare it, let's go side by side, and let's look at the tattoo that I created and the rocks tattoo. So, as you could see right here, the sunburst, you know, that rays on his chest, he has that. That's what he liked. And if you look closely up top, it's similar, but it's not the same.
No, it's not. I was going to say
it's not the same, right?
You can see, like, okay, I like the rocks tattoo. I can see that in that. But
right.
You're not, it's not picture for picture the rocks tattoo.
I mean, you could see in the center photo, it's way more different.
Yes.
And especially the back, it's a lot more different. He liked the bold lines, so we kept that. He didn't want shading, and I love shading. He didn't want any, so we're not going to do it. We didn't do no shading. So if you look, no shading, and that also matches with the rocks tattoo. He doesn't have any shadows in his tattoo. But I do want to let everyone know, although it looks like the rocks tattoo, it's not a copy of the rocks tattoo. So let me show you what a copy of the rocks tattoo looks like.
Oh.
So this tattoo is a copy. Now, there's many copies of the rocks tattoo out there. And the reason why I know this is a copy, not inspired, is because if you look at almost every symbol, let's put a comparison right here. So if you go close and you take a look at every symbol of this tattoo on the bottom, right here, it's almost exact. I mean, where it's not exact is where it's hard to see. For example, on the back, down here on his back, near his arm, there's like a couple swirls. Well, look at the back of the rocks tattoo. It's hard to see what's going on. So he kind of like improvised and did his own thing.
You think the rock did that on purpose, like hit certain parts of his tattoo, so no one would copy? Or do you even think of that?
No,
maybe.
I don't think he even thought of that. And I don't think that he knew when he got his tattoo how much of an impact he was going to make.
No, it's true.
Because he probably knew he was gonna make an impact,
Yeah.
but I think he was a major part of the movement, the Polynesian tattoo movement. And I'm not talking about Suluape Paulo, who took the hand tapping around the world. You know, he was like the major part of traditional tattooing. But The Rock brought it to mainstream.
Yeah,
he took it to where like everyone wanted
made
a
it
Polynesian
cool.
tattoo, right?
Yeah.
And that could be good and that could be bad.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of people like to because I'm a tattoo artist, I hear a lot of the bad.
Mhm.
Oh, you know, it's mainstream, it's not just anyone can put it on, you know, all these things, but I try to just look at the good because it's already done. You can't take it away. You can't go in the past and say erase it, you know?
Yeah.
Like you have to work with it. And that's what this show's about.
I mean, his isn't 100% what he thinks it is either. You know, so.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
another
thing.
story.
That's a whole nother thing. So so that again, this is a copy. And what's bad about that is that you're taking someone's story.
Yeah.
Not only a story, but when this tattoo was designed for The Rock, it was designed with his body, his muscle structure. Everything about this tattoo works with The Rock. If you look at this tattoo, like they're trying to make it work with his body.
He got those traps, man.
Yeah. It just doesn't flow. It's all weird, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, well, I don't like to talk bad about people's work.
Oh well. So here we go.
I don't like that he straight up copied it.
Yeah. People do what they do,
but
you know.
I can't judge, you know.
Do you think he stenciled that? Like, is that freehand or is that?
Yeah, it could have been a stencil because I've seen stencils being sold for The Rock's tattoo. And real quick, just for a simple comparison, for those of you that, you know, say that the tattoo that I did is The Rock's tattoo, it's a copy. Let's look at all three and see them all three in comparison. I know this is a small photo, but it's good enough to just take a look and see and notice that, I mean, that's the difference between being inspired and copying.
Well, I mean, you got Tommy here who's putting good stuff in the universe saying, bro, The Rock needs a tap by Josh.
Yeah.
And he's putting it out there, man.
You know, the funny thing is that he does.
Yeah, he does. He needs a tattoo by Josh.
He does. One day.
One day.
We'll see.
He's going to walk in and be like,
happens.
you want a forearm?
You know, I just like that he is a big influence to the world. I don't even want to say Polynesian community. He's a leader in the Polynesian community, and it's good that he embraces his culture.
Yeah.
Because
not many people do.
Some people, I'm not even gonna say names, but some people that are Polynesian, just go mainstream and just want to live the mainstream life.
And it's not just
Hollywood
Polynesian
life.
either. Like other cultures too. You got, you know, a lot of Latin actors and actresses who change their names because
they want to be Hollywood.
Yeah, they want to be Hollywood. And if they keep their real names, they'll go downhill.
I mean, it's crazy that they don't even make up The Rock's tattoo in movies. They let him wear it.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That's cool. That's good though.
Like that says a lot, you know. And when I first saw a Polynesian tattoo in a movie, like in the movie theater, that's like mind blowing. Like they wouldn't do that. It's so different. They would never do that. So that just goes to show that, you know, I look at it in a positive way that Polynesians are being put on the map, and we got to take that and move it forward. Not like down upon it. Like, you know, we're not supposed to be doing this.
Edward asked, "Do you know the artist who did The Rock's tattoo?"
Yeah, his name is Po'oino. You guys can look him up.
Oh.
Po'oino. Po'oino.
Po'oino.
He lives in France. He's a Tahitian artist, so that's why The Rock's tattoo is mostly Marcasian Tahitian.
It looks like it. I was gonna say it looks like it,
Samoan.
like the face and everything.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But his name's Po'oino. If you look at his style, a lot of people that get tatted by Po'oino has like that style, like The Rock. I've never been able to meet him, but I know people that were tatted by him and heard the story of The Rock getting tattooed and all that. So